I'm currently sitting in front of the Dollar General in Middlesboro, Kentucky. My truck still isn't done. Imagine that. They've had it for 11 days now. They had to put fluid in it and put the driveline back in it, take it for a test drive. So we're getting there. Oh, these fucking retards. Got Ricky wandering around with a mask on. Like, throw that shit away. Ain't nobody around here wearing masks, you fucktard. And just like that, thought I could put Ricky on a schedule. I thought I could hide my alcohol. I thought that he could be a productive person here. And just like that, he's being hauled away by the police because he is on a public intoxication warrant. What's funny is he's got like 7 or 8 active warrants. When he gets to jail, he's not getting out. And I hate that I had to do this. But one day when you see this, Ricky, you're going to understand. I had to do this for a reason. Alright, so I feel like I need to give some context to why we ended up having that fucking moron dragged off. He's got no concept that you're not allowed to open and drink a beer in a vehicle. I spent 5, 6, 7 hours something standing around at the shop in Kentucky yesterday with him. My mother got so irritated that she just left us in Kentucky. I told her to go back up to the house. And so I was hanging out with him down there and, drinking tall cans of malt liquor. And then he's wandering around the shop where my truck is getting worked on the whole day, and he's drunk and he's falling down. And then I got a ride from a nice gentleman who's got a hell of a story. Maybe one day I'll tell you that. He's a preacher man. Couldn't have asked for a nicer fella. Thank you for the ride. If you're seeing this, because he said he was going to look up my YouTube channel. Anyway, we get back up here to the house, man, and I'm trying to keep the guy on some bit of a schedule. He'd already gotten himself so drunk that I couldn't even hardly tolerate him. And he's figured out where I had alcohol hidden inside of the container and was helping himself to, he drank almost a half of a handle bottle of brown liquor in an hour and a half, maybe 2 hours after we got back to the house. Because, he'd been in and out of there looking for building supplies to work on things for the inside of the house. And he figured out where I had things stashed and was just drinking that just straight. And then come to find out, he'd also figured out where the beer was. And, I mean, things were fairly well hidden. He drank a 15-pack of Keystone. No, 18-pack, of Keystone minus 1 beer. While we were here at the house, just after we got back, with the half of a handle bottle of liquor in less than 3 hours, maybe 4, when it had gotten to the point where he's falling down in the yard. I tried to get it set up so that he could have a sleeping bag to sleep on the couch. 2 nights of sleeping on the couch. You want to talk about the most disgusting shit in the world. I'm trying to clean up this morning when laying here in the bed because I just started getting over having the dry heaves from cleaning up the shit that... There was like a 5x7 square of mucus that had just come out of the man. It was all over my couch. He was falling down, breaking shit, in addition to flicking his cigarette butts everywhere. When he gets done with his beer cans, he throws them wherever he wants out here. And it's just like... The bit of productivity that I used to see in that man when he was staying with his woman, and he'd have a couple of beers and he'd come over and he'd help me do some stuff, was I expected to be able to do the same thing here. Didn't work. And I finally had to throw him out of the front door of my house, kick him off of my porch, tried to come back on the porch, I won't even get into the details there. The sheriff hauled him off on a public intoxication I explained what happened to him, you know, and the sheriff was very polite. He's one of the dudes that you saw in the video flying past the house in the police chase. But that was my last chance for that man. That I thought I could get him up here into this mountain air and have some projects to do, and you know, he might be able to. But no, instead he figures out where the hard liquor is hidden. Like, you know, I got a birthday coming up, so I got some hard liquor hidden in the container for my birthday. Hoo-wee. And, you know, it gets into that, and it just uncontrollable. In addition to the fact that I found out on the ride up here, I overheard him making a phone call, because we figured I got him a text app so we could make Wi-Fi calls, that he was taking Oxycontins the whole time on the way up here. And then, like, I don't even know, man. That man's a lost soul. I've tried for 10 years. And that was it. I tried to bring him to this place to clean him up. Didn't work. So good riddance, Mr. Ricky. Here's to the rest of the week being better. However, the transmission that I bought from my truck is junk. Has to come back out of the truck. Waiting 5 more days for another transmission. The wrecking yard is going to replace the transmission, but they're not going to cover any of the labor. So at this point, I'm out $700 labor on a $1,000 transmission that I paid on that truck. I had to pay $850 to have that truck towed here. Like, I could have bought another truck at this point, but now I'm so far invested in it that I can't go back. We're going to look at a couple of properties that my mother wants to purchase today. Perhaps we'll find something. I'm hoping that the rest of my day and the rest of my week will be better. I got that burden out of my life, and the couch cushions are hanging on the line to dry. I just don't understand how that much mucus comes out of one person. And he didn't even try to clean it up. He just turned the pillow over. It was like a 5x7 square. Oh, so gross. And my mother and I feed off of each other. I get my gagger from her, and if you've been around since the beginning, you know when I start getting the dry heaves, oh my God. I hate that this has turned into more of a, at least these first few videos have turned more into a vlog per se, rather than showing progress on things, because nothing really has been getting accomplished. Because I need my truck to go get building supplies. I have some limited things in the container, but I don't have any plywood in there to redo my floors. I don't have any sheetrock in there. Can't strap that on the roof of my mother's Kia. Progress is coming. I will get to it. It's just been an interesting week, that's for sure. So I just tallied the exact amount. 13 Keystone Ices, 4 24-ounce cans of Edge, and a half of a handle bottle of bourbon in one day. I'll give him, hey, that takes some fucking dedication. How that man was even still upright, my God. Like, I knew he'd drank quite a bit, but oh my God. In less than 12 hours. 13 Keystone Ices, 4 tall cans of Edge, and a half of a handle bottle of liquor. Holy shit. I'd be dead. I don't even know that I could drink the 13 Keystones. I mean, if I had a case of Diet Cola, I might be able to put down a half a bottle if I were celebrating, but I surely wouldn't remember going to bed that night. He's not even going to know whenever it is he comes to in jail this morning, he's not even going to remember how it happened. So whoever sees this, you know, who thinks I was cruel or I was whatever, I'm sure he's got his side of the story, and he's going to go back and tell all his hobo buddies that I've whooped his fucking ass. Like, I kicked him off my porch, literally. And 13 Keystone Ices, 4 Edges, and a half of a handle bottle of liquor. Like, that's 1.75 liters, so whatever the math is on that, right? Like, whoo, doggy. Somehow he was still walking around, but we got to the point. My mother got to the point I was just going to fucking beat his ass and make him sleep in the yard. She had the sheriff haul him off. Better idea. God bless. Oh, sorry, dude, but you had to go. Always a barking dog. Somewhere. So we're currently out here looking at a house for my mother. It's this would be her neighbors. And the old school bus on the hill. There's a creek down there that runs better than mine. The house definitely looks better than mine. I'm perplexed though. Chimney, propane, oil heat. I guess you got options. So we made it back home. Everything's a long ways. Everything takes hours to get to, but that was a good drive. We got to drive back up there tomorrow to take a look at that little house I filmed. It's across the street from all those cows out in that absolutely stunning valley. My mother's going to try to buy that house. So it's I can hear my baby birds. It's about a 45-minute drive, one way to get there. But everything's slow going and like 25 miles an hour out here, so it's whatever it is. But that was promising. So we will go back tomorrow and take a look at the inside of that place. It's still only like 35 degrees out here. You can see over here, I have my couch cushions and blankets where Ricky snotted everything. Good times. They're dry. I got to take that back in the house and put my couch back together. It's going to warm up this weekend, and I'm going to get out here and do some more filming because I'm going to be, like, once it's adequately warm outside and I can feel my fingers, because it's still kind of chilly in the house, but it's going to jump right back up into the 70s in the next couple of days. So I'll be out here doing some more, cutting up some trees, doing some stuff. Can't wait to film that, show you guys. Really glad that you're all still here. If you're still watching this, thank you. Appreciate it. I'm pretty sure from here on out, though, this is where the bulk of the outdoor work is going to start happening. The inside of the house is clean enough and livable. So I'm going to start clearing land and falling trees and doing that stuff just as soon as I can feel my hands, because I really don't have anywhere to go warm up yet. Anyway, see you either later tonight, maybe in the morning. Who knows what's going to happen for the rest of the day. It's Friday. So, look who's turning out to be a smarter dog than we thought. I got this shock collar in the mail. It's on him. It's not flashing no more. Ran after a car this morning and I blasted him with it. Came right back, ran into the house. And now just this afternoon, we were outside walking around and the dog took off after something. All I had to do was hit vibrate once, no shock, and I rang the bell twice. And he stopped immediately in his tracks, came back and sat at my feet. Shock collar is a good thing. I hope to not have to shock him again, but I tell you, if he takes off after a car, he's getting shocked again. And if you wonder why that is laying there, we're still cleaning up after Ricky. Had to clean couch cushions. I laid that one there and sprayed bleach on it. That's why it's there. That's the last of cleaning up after Ricky. And I'll have my couch back. And look, I figured out how to pull up the NASCAR race. 58 minutes, we're going to be able to watch the Xfinity race today. Yay! You take a second and breathe. I just had a phone call with the mother of my child. This has been the most chaotic month of my entire life. I've been without vehicle. I've been without my wife. I bought this falling down shack with every penny that we had. I just got a phone call from the mother of my child that they just had a bit of an incident, and little nobody is packing her stuff as we speak. And her mother's bringing her here for good. Like, that's... I expect her to come for the summer. I'm just a few weeks behind. And she's probably bringing a chihuahua with her. We got an 11 o'clock appointment tomorrow morning to go look at a house for my mom. An hour, depending on which way you go, all the roads go the same way, but it's an hour away. I'm smiling because if I wasn't smiling, I'd probably be crying at this point, because this is like the most emotional. Today's what, the 25th, maybe, Sunday? Yeah, because my birthday is this coming Wednesday. It's been the longest 25 days of my life. I don't know how much more of this I could fucking take, man. I'm excited that my daughter is coming home, but I don't like the circumstances. It's been a hell of an April. And my birthday on Wednesday is actually the 15-year anniversary of my Uncle Jim dying. He died on my birthday 15 years ago this year. But the grass is cut. I got some trees on the ground. I found a couple of more hickory chickens today. Tough times make strong men. Tough times make strong men. And I've never met another man who's even half as strong as I am, so I will deal with this. Oh, at least I got the go-kart going for her again. Shit. can't even write shit like this. And I'm glad you guys are watching. I really wish somebody like Homestead Rescue would show up out here and help me with this place. One of those reality TV shows. I wish they would show up out here and help me with this place, because I don't know what I'm doing. I'm doing the best I can. We'll see. Sorry. Didn't mean to break down. It's been a really, really long month. That's a good boy. He listens. Sometimes I just got to be quiet and watch the little things in life that make you happy. My kid likes my dog. As far as I know. That was never fun. It's 7 a.m. on a Wednesday. A really, really long day. Yesterday, enrolled my daughter in school. They're waiting on transcripts so they can place her. That's a process in this state. You got to go to the school, get all that paperwork, and then you got to go get a physical. And I am thankful the medical facility around here was able to get her in for a physical yesterday. She's got the worst case of ingrown toenails I've ever seen in my life. Like, I was almost worried that the medical facility was going to call the Department of Social Services on me for letting her toes get to this point. That, like, I've never seen anything like it. It's not my fault because I didn't have her 24 hours and she was at the medical facility. I got a podiatrist appointment scheduled for her. And she's been on and off having trouble with school for as long as the day is old, right? And come to find out, on a 9-line eye chart, I went back and forth and back and forth and back and forth with her mother about attention deficit disorder and her not being able to pay attention. And she can't read line 5 on an eye chart. She can't see. So we're taking her to get glasses today on day 2. She got a physical yesterday, and a doctor looked at her toes. I got antibiotic cream for her toes and antibiotics for her to take because they're bad. It's been a week, so I'm going to drive down to Kentucky and, I don't know, potentially argue with the people who still have my truck. I've been out here for a month tomorrow. Got a message from my wife before 7 a.m., and I love her to death, but sometimes you got to take into consideration who you're functioning with. I'm on my mother and my daughter's time, not on her and I time. When it's her and I out here, we're up at 5:30 in the morning. We're in bed by 8:30 or 9 o'clock at night. Just dawn till dusk. We do what we can outside, do what we can in the house, go to bed, start over. Now, these two here, I'm up till 10:30 or 11 o'clock, and they don't get out of bed. And I get a message before 7 a.m. from my wife. Happy birthday. Goddamn, dear, you couldn't have waited till like 7:01 and not 6:55. And I know that's splitting hairs. I was up late, so we were celebrating a victorious day, an absolutely victorious day that we got my daughter enrolled in school. We got the bus informed that it needs to stop out here. And she's so far behind in school that we've enrolled with school and summer school. Because up around these parts, going on into like she's going into high school next year. She needs to get caught up. Unbeknownst to me, because her mother never told me. It wasn't because I wasn't interested. It was because her mother didn't tell me. She didn't pass the 7th grade. So she's in the 7th grade for the second time and not passing the 7th grade the second time. So I get to dig my child out of that deficit. We'll make it work. I will do everything in my power to help my daughter get back on track. And that first step today is to go get an eye appointment, get her a pair of glasses so that she can see. She can't see. I can't expect her to go do schoolwork. It's foreign to me that I used to love that woman that produced that child. Such a different time and a different life than it was. Just the sheer lack of medical attention and any kind of common anything toward our daughter just hasn't been a thing. But our daughter got sick of it, and she's here. She's not going back. She's of an age to make that decision. And her and I talked for a long time last night, and she's not fond of anything to do with her mother anymore, at all. And for a lot of years, she disliked, my child disliked me for all the reasons that her mother disliked me. And neither one of us shit talk one another is the thing. This will be the only negative speaking that she'll ever hear from me about her mother, other than things I say in passing as a joke. All the things that her mother hated about me for so many years were programmed into that child to hate me. And without even having to say words to her when she talks to me about her mother, everything that she hates about her mother is everything that I dislike about her mother too. And I can do nothing but agree with the child. Yeah, I agree. I'm not gonna continue the line of negative thought there. I'm just gonna shake my head and agree. Like, yeah, absolutely. Yes, she does do that. Yes, that is irritating. And try to then move the conversation forward. Anyway, here's to 7 a.m. on my 39th birthday. Legitimately my 39th birthday. I'm not 40 this year, being 39 again. I was born in 82, 39. Gonna go get my kids some glasses, go talk to a man about my truck, and go see an Amish man about a steak. I'm gonna go to the Amish meatpacking place and see if I can't find a steak. Even though I don't really want a steak. That was my mother's idea. Anymore, I don't fight it, I just go with it. Because I still don't have my vehicle, and until I do, we all have to get along. So you've been here for a couple days, kid.
Yeah.
What do you think of the place?
It's okay. It's not that bad.
What do you think of this dog? Is he like your new best friend?
Yeah.
I took a little 5-second video of YouTuber having a nap earlier, and it was like the cutest thing in the world.
Creep.
You left the door open. It was an opportunity, for fuck's sake. You got rid of the bat. So you're out here at the old homestead. You're going to be in this week's video. She's got a new friend. Good old riffraff. Haven't had to zap him all day. Been a good dog, rides in the car well. Loves my kid, and my kid loves him. For the record, that's the only boy allowed in her bedroom. You show up around these parts, you will meet the barrel of my shotgun and or my pistol. So, what have we got accomplished in the last 2 days?
I can see.
We got you glasses that you're not currently wearing.
Well, I don't need to wear them out in the woods.
We got you enrolled in school, which took getting you a physical and a recommendation to a podiatrist because your toes are minging at best. And we are out here in the woods. These bugs are just something else out here. They're not biting me. They just got these little black beetles all over the place. What'd you think about those hickory chickens the other day? The mushrooms.
No.
I tried. I think that's about where we leave this video. I didn't get a whole lot accomplished outside this week because I was accomplishing things with my offspring. But yeah, it's a good thing. Got my kid here. Got her desk in her room. She really, really likes this dog. Really likes this dog. She don't like to be on camera. I don't either. Except for, I don't know who I'm trying to kid. I don't like to be on camera. I hate to have my picture taken, but I surely like to film myself. That's going to be that for this week. We got to go down to the school tomorrow and work on classroom placement and potentially summer school. Try to get her caught up a little bit. My truck is still broken. I've been here a month. Still have no vehicle. All I can do is smile because this is going on. Her and this damn dog. They are inseparable. That's all I could ask for my birthday. Like, share, and subscribe. Even though I don't think that's going to make any bit of difference. I need a haircut, but I can't find the plug for my clippers. So this is what we get for the moment. Went from like the lowest of lows with literally having to put my foot in the middle of Ricky's chest and kick him off my porch to now having my daughter here and having this dog run around in the yard. If I were to quote Ice Cube ever, today was a good day. I didn't even have to use my AK. Such a cliche. Anyway, that's it for this one. I'm going to start working on it tomorrow and get it up 10 a.m. on Friday morning.